up, and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Bone. Thank you for tuning in. We are at episode 64 of the podcast. Last week, I gave you 2 episodes. I gave you the top 20 albums of 2019, and then I dropped the year-end wrap-up for 2019, which was a live stream on YouTube. I'll be doing more streams. I know I say that, but every once in a while, I do go live on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed there, or if you're watching on YouTube right now, click that subscribe button. Click the little bell to get the notifications, and you'll know when I go live and do these live podcasts. I was going to save the year-end wrap-up for today's show, this week's podcast, but we actually had some news go down, new music releases, other kind of drama shit in the underground that went down this past week. So I said, fuck it. Did the live stream. Gonna give y'all this new show. And let's get into new music releases this week. We got new music from Westside Gunn. That's right. Griselda. Y'all hear me talk about these dudes all the time. Westside Gunn just dropped his new mixtape, Flyest in Charge. This is a mixtape that he recorded back in 2005 that he never released. So this is some old school shit. It does have Benny the Butcher on here. Conway the Machine's on here. You got Sheen Gun Black, Benny the Butcher's brother. He's on here. They named their last group album after him, What Would Sheen Gun Do? And I didn't listen to the whole project yet. Y'all know I'm not the biggest Westside Gunn fan, but I did listen to a few songs on here. I'm looking at the track list right now. I checked out the Benny Machine Gun Black freestyle. I checked out, I believe Conway the Machine went by Cannon back in the day. And this was before he got shot. So his voice, the way he raps is a little bit different. He's not paralyzed on one side of his face. And I peeped out a few of the other tracks that's just Westside Gunn. And to be honest, this shit that was recorded 15 years ago doesn't sound bad at all. It's actually pretty dope. It's fucking interesting to hear a young-ass Benny the Butcher 15 years ago. I don't know how old he was 15 years ago, but he sound young as fuck on this tape. They all do, really. But interesting to see, interesting to hear. New Westside Gunn. Griselda stays busy. I'm sure Conway got something in the works. Benny got something in the works as well. But this shit don't sound fucking bad for being recorded 15 years ago. Pretty dope shit from Westside Gunn. And then we got a new announcement from Esham. Esham the Unholy. He's got not one, but 2 albums dropping next month in February. The first album dropping February 2nd, 20. So 02/02/20. He's got She Loves Me. And then on February 20th, he's got She Loves Me Not. We're getting 2 fucking albums, a double album from Esham. Kind of reminiscent of the Judgment Day shit. I seen somebody else bring up that point. It's pretty interesting. She Loves Me Not. If you're a fan of Esham and you know the Judgment Day shit, Judgment Day 1 was day, Judgment Day 2 was night, I believe. Could be the other way around, but it was day and night. Now we got this new double album coming out, She Loves Me Not. It's been a couple years since Esham dropped his last album. I think his last album was Scribble. But it's been a few years since he dropped his last album. Looking it up, it was actually Dead of Winter, which was 2 years ago. So new Esham, he's got a bunch of new promo. I'm not sure if these are actually the album covers or not, but these are the promo images that he put up announcing the release date and announcing the album titles. The last couple singles that he put out, the Operation single, actually wasn't half bad. I'm not the biggest Esham fan. Pretty much after he left Psychotic, huge fan of his real life production shit. The RLP shit is like the golden era Esham. But I'll be peeping out this new shit. I wonder how many tracks each album is going to have. I hope it's not like too oversaturated. Hopefully each album got like 12 songs on it, some shit like that. But I'll be peeping it as I do every Esham album. Every Esham album after '04 has a few songs on there that are pretty good, you know? But all in all, not the biggest fan of him after Psychopathic, after the RLP shit. But Esham's dropping 2 albums, She Loves Me and She Loves Me Not. And then we got, when New Year's dropped, Buckshot and Boondocks, both of Underground Avengers. They changed their profile picture to this picture that you see right here. I have no idea what this shit means. And they also changed their headers to this image right here, Disobey. And Buckshot's been posting up on Twitter, basically follow your own fucking rules. Disobey the rules. Do what the fuck you want to do. And we got these images to go along with it. When I first saw it, I thought new UGA. But Class, who is also of Underground Avengers, hasn't changed his profile pictures or headers to either one of these images. So I asked online what people thought about these new images. General consensus is new UGA. We're just going to have to wait and see. We all know Buckshot stays busy as fuck. Boondocks, he was busy as shit last year as well. He dropped a few projects last year. Underground Avengers, Turncoat Dirty. I believe he did some Boondock shit as well. So we're just going to have to wait and see if this is actually new UGA. You know, they just dropped a new album last year. So interesting to see. Shout out to Buckshot, Mob Style, Class, Boondocks. Dudes are staying busy, staying on the fucking grind all the time. Definitely looking forward to seeing what they got going down and what the actual news is going to be. And then we got this shit right here, got me hyped than a motherfucker. I'm a big fan of this dude. And he doesn't put out albums that often. He puts out EPs. I believe he put out, his last project was the cover songs and Candy Corn or some shit like that, where he actually covered ICP's Play With Me. But it's not often we get a full-length album from this dude. I think last year we got Jackie Beats Volume 4. But Loki of Mission Infect, formerly of Seventh Seal Entertainment, Underground Propaganda Squad, he announced the third Oracle, The Blood of Izu, dropping February 1st. So less than a month from now, we're getting a brand new Loki album. From what I could see up on his website, all the pre-orders are going to ship January 13th. So chances are you're going to get the actual album before it's released digitally. I'm only going to assume it's going to be released digitally everywhere February 1st. His last album that he put out, The Book of Time, was fucking great. And the one before that, the first Oracle, was Shadowland. Low-key is one of the illest dudes doing the wicked shit, horrorcore, whatever you want to call it. This dude is ill as fuck. He's not your typical rapper, horrorcore MC. He's kind of branching out and doing like industrial rock influence, like heavy influenced on the rock industrial shit, especially with The Book of Time. That album was fucking amazing. I love the evolution of this dude, the sounds that he keeps coming up with. So I'm definitely looking forward to The Blood of Izu. And not only that, he's always got multiple covers that he drops with the album. This is the Rise edition of The Blood of Izu. That album cover is hard as fuck. I actually made my pre-order. And when I made my pre-order, I didn't see this CD somehow. You know, with the promo image that you just saw before this, this was the cover you saw. I wanted to get this cover, but I fucked up and I didn't see it for some reason. And I ended up ordering this cover right here. This is the Before Us edition. All of these graphics, all of these covers are hard as fuck. So no matter what, I'm getting a fucking dope piece of art from this CD. I just wish I had ordered this album cover right here, but I got this one right here. And then we got the Colossus edition right here. From what the website says, the Colossus edition and the Before Us edition, these two editions right here, are only for pre-order this week. So that makes me think that this is the original cover, and this will be the cover going forward with hard copies. The cover you'll see with the digital edition. This is the cover I wish I got. Maybe I'll buy another copy down the road. But regardless, we're getting brand new Loki, 3 different covers. The shit is hard as fuck. I'm excited for this shit. This dude, he's really consistent with his music. Mission Effect was probably the last full-length project that he was a part of. You know, Chemical Threats 3, 4, and X. That shit was hard as fuck. Loki is that dude, and if you don't know him, go check him out. Loki is the motherfucking shit. And then we got brand new news for Juggalo Weekend. We actually got some fucking performances announced. Juggalo Weekend going down February 22nd, Pershing Square, Los Angeles, California. ICP is going to be performing. And then we got Power Flow. Power Flow is Sendog of Cypress Hill. His side project looks like a rock group to me. Never heard of Power Flow. I'm a fan of Cypress Hill. I fuck with Cypress Hill. Never heard of Power Flow, so don't know what to expect. If it'll be any good or not, don't know. Next announcement, we got Powerman 5000, lead singer. He's like the stepbrother to Rob Zombie. Powerman 5000 also announced Juggalo Weekend performer. And then we got Kymouth Kings. Kymouth Kings is a shit. Y'all know I'm a big-ass fan. Kymouth Kings, D-Loke, Johnny Richter, Free Saint Dog. You know, Suburban Noise is back in effect. They got their shit together. They be touring. We got new music on the way from what they've been telling us. But it's going to be dope to see Kymouth Kings at Juggalo Weekend. I myself, I'm not going to be at Juggalo Weekend this year. It's just too much of a fucking trip. Literally on the fucking other side of the country. You know, I'm East Coast, Boston area. LA, I'm good. Too expensive just for a one-day thing. But dope nonetheless. It's going to be in LA. It's going to be warm in the middle of February. That'll be dope. Because if they did that shit outside in like Boston, fucking forget about it. It'd be freezing as hell. Cold as shit. Nobody wants that. So we got Power Flow, Powerman 5000, Kymouth Kings performing at Juggalo Day Weekend. That should be dope to see. And then we got It's Motherfucking Going Down. I did not expect this at all. The Gathering of the Juggalos 2020 is going down this year. ICP released on all their social medias a couple days ago that they'll be releasing the info today. You know, I record this podcast on Sunday, but release it on Monday. So today, they'll be releasing the info where and when the gathering is going down and information on when tickets will be on sale. Last year, I asked the question, is the gathering over? Motherfuckers be shooting off fireworks on stage at the performing acts, lighting fires at all these places, at all these campgrounds. And I said, you know, because of another thing, there was no seminar from ICP last year. We got no news. They usually give you that peace of mind that they've already got a place in the works for the next year's gathering. They didn't do that. So that left the speculation up. And the way the gathering ended last year with that big-ass fire at the end of the gathering, the end of the weekend, I was just saying, Juggalos can't keep acting like this, doing all this crazy-ass shit, and expect the gathering to keep going. I know they love fucking with the porta potties, lighting the porta potties on fire, destroying them. Like, why? You need to use that to go to the bathroom. the fuck? But the Gathering 2020 is going down this year. They announced today we'll be getting the location and when the Gathering is going down. I was very surprised to see this information. I did not expect it. I still wonder how many gatherings are going to go down. I can't imagine there being that many left, in all honesty, especially the way the people act at this place. Like I said, the fires, the fireworks, it just can't keep going on, and y'all expect nothing to happen. There's going to be some kind of fucking consequences to this shit at some point, or they're just going to lose out on so much fucking money and they have no choice but to cancel the Gathering of the Juggalos. But let's look at it from a positive light. It is going down this year. The motherfucking Gathering 2020 is going down. So that'll be dope to see. Interesting as fuck. See who they get performed, get to perform at the Gathering, the events. Will they actually do a seminar this year and not promise us a bunch of shit that they won't deliver on like they always do? Is what it is, I guess. But we got the Gathering, the Juggalo Day Weekend in effect. And then a little bit of drama last week. It's been deleted from social media now, but the internet never fucking forgets. I got the screenshot of it, and I thought this shit was fucking hilarious. DJ Clay, formerly of Psychotic Records, took to Facebook and posted this shit right here. This shit is funny as hell. DJ Clay is the fucking man for doing this. He says, "Remember when Psychotic signed that groupie? Then she broke all expectations in music history. This is true, yeah. She holds the record for least records sold on the label to date." That's fucking funny. That's funny, and it's very believable, and I don't doubt that shit's not true. And then he's got a bunch of laughing face emojis, a whole bunch of shit. And then he says, "Comment below if you fucked her. I mean, fucks with her." Now, we all know who the fuck he's talking about. I ain't even going to say her name. She's pretty much fucking irrelevant if you ask me. But this is funny as fuck. DJ Clay calling out the Psychotic groupie. He deleted it. I can't imagine the people at Psychotic, especially Violent J, being happy about this shit. But yo, we need people to call this shit out. Call a spade a fucking spade. I don't think he's lying. I think he's telling the truth. This is funny as shit to me. I remember when A and B first came out, they won that Underground Psychos contest. People threw shit at them, hated on them so fucking hard, hated on them. I remember them coming to Worcester on one of the ICP tours, and motherfuckers were just straight throwing shit at them. And then we get this bitch who's fucking trashed than a motherfucker, who is completely horrible. The music is not good at all. She fucked her way into a contract. And nobody fucking cares. Nobody throws shit at her. Nobody gives, nobody boos her at concerts. I've never seen her live. The one show where she was performing I was at, I made sure I showed up late enough to where I wouldn't have to see it. And I didn't see it. But I think DJ Clay is the fucking man for saying this shit. It is hilarious as fuck. He deleted it, like I said, but the internet never forgets. And it's funny as shit that he did this. Because it's true. As far as I'm concerned, and from what a lot of other people have said, from the outside looking in, I don't think he's speaking any kind of falsehoods right there, and it's funny as shit. So shout out to DJ Clay for that. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode. Another Pretty short episode, but I gave y'all a couple long episodes last week. 2-hour podcast in 1 week. I normally don't go that long, but we had the 20 albums in 2019, the 2019 year-end wrap-up. So go check out those shows if you haven't checked them out yet. If you're on YouTube and you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit that bell. If you listen on any kind of platform, podcasting platform, leave comments, leave reviews, leave rankings if you can. It helps me, and I appreciate everybody. If you didn't check my year-end review, I love you. Even if you don't like me, I love you. It's all good. And I'm Ron Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.